Hello everybody, Destroyer here, and welcome to The Dwarves. The Dwarves. We're gonna play a game called The Dwarves. I didn't adjust my camera. Why am I so off to the side? Fuck's sake. But yeah, Solus convinced me to buy this game basically a long while ago, and I'm gonna play it finally. I mean, he didn't tell me to buy it, but he described it to me. And I thought it sounded interesting, so we're gonna give it a go. Apparently it's like 11 hours long, so that's not too bad. If you're a completionist, which we probably are, maybe. I don't know why I can't see the game. I mean, that would be ideal, I'll be honest. Let me rectify that then. With some witchcraft. How about now? No. Let me try relaunching the game. Maybe that's what's happened. Fuck. It was a good run. We had a good time. Shit. Come on, you bastard game. It's in full screen, but I can mouse my mouse off of the screen. That's quite annoying. It's full screen! Fine, we'll make it window then. Better? No. For crying out loud. You can even see my cursor, but you can't see the game. That's strange. Well, I'm at a loss for words. I don't normally have this problem. Usually I can get it up anytime, you know what I mean? It's a penis joke for you. Oh, you're welcome. Hello Rex. I'm doing well, how are you? Well, I was doing well until my game decided not to capture. As it does. Don't worry, I'll figure something out. What if we just do desktop capture? I mean, it works, technically. It's not the... I don't have a camera overlay on this screen. I'll have to add a desktop capture on this one. Ugh. Jesus! Alright, give me a moment. This is an unforeseen problem I was not prepared to deal with. How do I desktop capture? Desktop capture. Okay. Let me just... Oh. Little picture snake? Great, it's my birthday day. Oh, happy birthday, Rex. Very cool. Hope you're having a good day, huh? I mean, I hope you're having a good day anyway, normally, but still. You know what I mean. Display capture. Okay. Oof, Jesus. Alright, that should stop showing my desktop. People can get anxiety from looking at this thing. What? What? Apparently something's making it so it doesn't capture. What the fuck is happening? Alright, bear with me. Jesus, sorry everyone. I'm very confused. It's easier on this screen. Oh, hopefully the stream can't see that. It's like the streamception. Oh, you can't see that. Yikes. Why can you see that but not my camera? I don't understand. Well, I'm gonna... Alright, I gotta turn that off apparently. It's not fucking working. Oh, do I have 2 display captures on? That would make sense. I think I'm just dumb, guys. Is it working now? Hey! I got there. The game doesn't have a borderless window, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, Jesus, that was an ordeal. Welcome to the Dwarves. A real-time tactical dwarf game? Where you kill orcs, apparently? Fuck it. Let's give it a go, huh? I don't really know what to expect. I don't know much about this game, other than Solus said it was cool. So I bought it. After looking at some screenshots and stuff.
Frakas made us from stone to protect Girdlegard. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Girdlegard. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the dwarves.
Pretty cool already. Girdlegard. Alright. Well, they got the dwarves down at least. If you fuck up a dwarf somehow, then you've already done goofed. They seem to know how a dwarf is. It's weird how dwarves share such similarities throughout every fantasy genre. Like Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, this, you name it. They're always kind of Scottish. They're always like very short and stubby. They always got big beards, heavy armor. Not always heavy armor, but you know. They're always very similar, aren't they? Pause the game anytime by pressing space. I gotta turn the fucking sound down. I thought I adjusted this already. It's so loud. Okay. Move the camera using the middle mouse button and the mouse wheel. Gotcha. How do we move?
Understood.
Ah. Click on leap attack in the lower left of the screen. Oh, the music's still loud. What do I gotta do? There goes my... I mean, the lowest I can go is 20? What would you do that? Christ, I just want to be able to hear myself think. Okay. Go lower left of the screen and press E, and then select your target in the battlefield. You got left click. Nice. Okay, it's kind of Diablo-esque a bit as far as combat goes, but not quite. Do the auto attack? Yeah. Let me turn up everything else. Because I had to turn the music down so much, everything else has suffered. Does that overwrite the master volume?
Charge! Understood!
I don't know.
On my way!
It's like Gimli all over again.
Understood! Charge!
Oh, yeah. What else we got? Q. Nice. So we got Q, W, E. What's W do? A charge. Oh shit. Okay. Can I command more than one guy? Probably later. This is probably just the tutorial bit. Oh! Savages! You're dying.
On my way.
How do we get health? Uh-oh. I'm not sure if I was knocked out or what.
Landolin, a present from the workshop.
I'm ready. It's a box. Cover the chest and click on it. Use symbols, page, grenades. Well, be creative.
On the way.
Grenade.
Ah, I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins.
You even called them greasings. It's very Warhammer-esque.
Understood.
This looks like top down. We can't use grenade yet.
On the way. Come here, you.
It's a weird blend of like RTS and not.
Come here, you.
Oh, it's not cooldown. I have 10. Ah! Damn. I need to get this camera down. There we go. God, there's a lot of orcs. What am I doing against this reckless hate? Dwarf. There's one more before you could leave. Savage. Victory.
My king, what are you doing here?
Giselbert I, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Alright. I'll get 2 characters now. Sick. Are those souls? Yes, finally getting around to playing the dwarves. This game is the dwarves. Legend Jarl. It's a real-time tactical game, I guess. Where you play as dwarves. Choose between characters at the bottom on the left of the screen. Pressing tab. Tab. Definitely. Click more than one at a time. Up, shift, left click. Or dragging.
What?
On the way. Charge.
For fracas! What is it? Yes.
So what does he do? While the game is paused, spacebar you can give commands to several heroes in a row, which execute simultaneously which games are running. Oh yeah, it's kind of like Dragon Age in a way, isn't it? What does he do? What's this do? No. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let's rotate this fucking camera. There we go.
What's that?
Another one gone! What?
Okay. What's this one do?
Hammer time!
Doing damage to several enemies and knocking them sideways. Oops.
Yes?
Boom! I just knock his ass off the bridge?
It will be so.
Nice. Took down this ogre thingy.
Come here, you!
She's an ugly little bitch.
She dead! Over there! What is it? Be off with you!
Got a monster.
Hammer time! Yes?
I keep pressing like 1 and 2 and stuff accidentally to try and use skills.
So.
But it's not.
Hammer time! No, not
Oh, I don't
yet.
have enough AP. So like AP, just fight. Ah, I see, it costs 3. Okay, got it.
Hammer time!
Savages!
What? On my way!
We're pushing him back at least.
Be off with you!
I got a siege machine.
Hammer time!
Let's fucking kill it.
Be off with you! What? On my way! Yes?
You will feel the love.
It will be so.
Come on, Kingy, get in there, you bastard.
Yes? Hammer time!
Yeah. That'll do it. We're out of grenades.
What is it?
Another one gone!
There's so many boys.
Come here and die!
Oh, we gotta get that one too.
Come here, you!
Be off with you! Yes?
Pull back.
Come here and die! For fracas! Be off with you!
Get that.
Come here and die! For fracas!
Kill this guy. Jesus. Get out my way!
Yes?
Aha.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
What is that? Necromancer?
Come here and I'll split you like a straw! You treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool! Fracas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, information!
Oh my god.
You must hold them back
Mind
until
control.
I close the gate.
Not fair.
What is it?
Yeah, this is still the prologue, I guess. I just literally started.
Yes?
Still trying to figure it out a little bit. It's not too complex, of course, but
On the way! Just a moment!
alright.
Come here, you!
I don't have enough things. I do like to leap.
Come here, you! Charge!
Brings me Gimli vibes. I feel like it's too low now that I turned on the fucking audio master volume. I'll just have to deal with the music being...
Out again! Understood!
This in the book by Marcus Heights? I don't know.
That's that.
Oh, Fred, hi. I don't have sound commands anymore, by the way. That's only Rise of So, now it feels too loud. Everything.
That's that.
Eventually I'll get it right.
Charge!
Easy. These dwarves lose are cool. At least I got that going for them. No! My wee lad!
Look at me. I am Syntheras, the Reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No. Your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Dark. But sexy. Well, hello, Mandalore. I don't know, there's a book. Marcus Heights is a book called The Dwarves, and there's a character named Glandolin, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. We very well might be.
Perfectionist, Tungdale Bolafar.
I know very little about this.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on?
That's a fair point. You look dreadful.
You look dreadful.
What a charmer.
The maid gives you an ironic, reprimanding
She
scowl.
doesn't have a beard.
Kana has been crying half the night.
Disgusting.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
That was 23 cycles ago. I'm quite sure you didn't sing. You might have grumbled a bit.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it'll be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge. The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
Oh, she's like a human. Disgusting human.
What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay. I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later.
Okay.
There's goulash for dinner.
Oh, I love goulash. Okay. Oh, hello. Got herself as a fucking axe. Seems very winded.
This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced.
Okay. Alright. I don't know how much stuff is going to be around.
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood.
Yes. He has a lot of iron in his blood. The altar of Talrakas.
Everything you know about dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vrakas.
What's all this shit? Horse figurine? Clicking look at horse figurine.
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night.
Yeah.
The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance unless you're
Hello,
fitting
Death
them
Dealer?
with hooves.
It's
Too
definitely
many
based on the
legs
dwarves.
and way too big.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. What's this? Character, group, and inventory. Tungdil is our name. We have gold, we have an amulet. Provisions, a couple abilities. Okay. Talk to your mentor, lots oil, none. Find him in a study, no problem. What's the pause menu? Sure. Let's go.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
Rude. I think we're like a dwarf in like a human stronghold or something.
A map of Girdlegard. The kingdoms
this guy
of
doesn't
the
know anything about
humans are
dwarves.
marked, but the map maker's focus was the magic realms of the Magi. Yonandar, Brandokai, Leos Nudin, Oromira,
This is the beginning, yeah.
and Tuguria. While
I'm
most of the
playing for
landscape
about 10
features
minutes,
are
maybe.
missing, the veins of the magic fields are marked in painstaking precision. 5 veins spread out under Girdlegard.
Interesting. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Do you speak? Do you make words to me? No? Alright, well... Fuck you then. Oh yeah, I can rotate the camera. Right. Here we go.
Tungdil! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace.
Sounds like a you
It's
problem.
a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
Fucking human filth.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this.
Okay. We could talk to them, but we're not going to. Let's examine it.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling!
Alright, we'll talk
Do you
to
remember when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You stroke your beard, which is unusually short for a dwarf.
Damn it! Ah, it's heavy!
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink.
We should have killed him.
Don't you dare ruin my goulash, boy!
The cook with beefy forearms glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder.
Alright, repair it. Fix that shit. Well, that was hard.
You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
Why does he hate me so much? Racist.
Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
There's a lot of dialogue. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna click on the thing just to learn about a barrel of beer. To have her talk on for 20 seconds. Let's find where to go. Where's that woman?
Do you know what Yonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary.
What does that mean? Oh yeah, we were looking for somebody. Or master. This way?
I should speak to Lord Yonan first. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
You mumble and wonder when you stop.
Yeah. Fine. The game does look good. I like graphics. Okay.
Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes up quite an impressive complex. But compared to the courts of the other magi, the seat of power in Yonandar is small and modest.
Like my dick. Small and modest. But strong. Ooh, we can pilfer some food.
Hey, what are you doing, Groundling? We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
Why don't you give me your food, you fucking plebs? Come on.
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
Everybody hates us. Jesus. Oh, we pilfered. Yeah. Alright, this way. What the fuck is this guy we're looking for?
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan,
or like a
there's
blacksmith
barely a handful
in a
of
wizard
them
tower
you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the forge.
Interesting. Ah, this looks like the right way. Look at bookcase. No. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Should be like, this book contains stuff about Lot Yonan, etc., etc. It took me 20 seconds to say it, though. I do hate slow narrators, I'm going to be honest. It's like, hurry up and shut up.
Master Lot Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Blacksaddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure.
We're such a jolly dwarf, no? Look at us. My God. What's in the box?
What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
Fair. Maybe we'll meet some other dwarves on the way.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
No shit.
Goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
You were a goblin baby.
Be on your guard.
Explains a lot.
Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Varakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
Let's hope we don't. Fuck them. You don't like dwarves, Thran? You fucking rude little bastard. How could you say such a thing? We're free!
Just as you reach the door, your stomach rumbles. It's not even noon yet. And you think you're going to survive a 300-mile journey without provisions?
Yes. What do you want me to do? Eat? Okay. I mean, it is a pretty far walk, no? I already took some food. Like, what the fuck does the game want from me? Let's talk to her, maybe she'll give me some provisions.
Hello, Frala.
Hmm?
I need provisions for 300 miles.
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing.
Lambert spread.
Make sure the cook doesn't see me.
Fuck!
I'm going to Black Saddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in Amagus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
That sounds good, to be honest. Got a present for you?
I've got a present for you.
Do I?
You take out a symbol of protection
It's my
that you've
dick!
carefully made from 3
Oh.
horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said. But you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
You could have said? Why would they... That's a weird one. Why say anything that you could have said? I could have said she looks like a horse, but why would I tell her? Perhaps I might even meet some dwarves on the way.
Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
I don't have to read it.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idaslane, as far as we know.
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans, and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
We're not a real dwarf. Calling it now.
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger in your journey. Here, a talisman.
Eat cookie and drink from that cup.
Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Friend, go back to the darkness.
You mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
It's peaceful when your sass was gone. Sass me about my cup. Rude. I love that cup. Love it. Not drinking from it though. Don't tell me what to do. Alright. Hopefully these people all die.
How nice to see you again, Lot Yonan. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Down in the deeps of Goblin Town.
Please,
sit down.
Jesus.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos
You come to my kingdom.
The perished land is
He
stirring.
looks a lot like him with that
You
fucking
sure?
neck thing.
What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help.
If this guy isn't evil, I don't know what is.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back
The things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
We gotta get a visit from the fucking Goblin King. That's unusual. He can teleport himself but not fix his fat head.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps.
Disgusting.
The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Okay, it's got like a little world map. That's kind of cool. I'm so used to using the arrow keys of WASD, and this game uses none of them to move around, at least. Okay, this is pretty cool. Jesus Christ. It's pretty sizable.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight.
Like a pen and paper
but
RPG
a smile
of it.
spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
Do they not? Sure. Well, we're gonna go left or that way. I guess let's go left. This way.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Well, it's a corpse, obviously, and I like corpses.
When you see the blood on the ground, you try to convince yourself it's from an animal that just happened to be killed on the road by a hunter. You know this is improbable, and your hope disappears completely when you see two human bodies lying in the flattened grass.
Meat's back on the menu, boys! Well, he was worried about provisions. I think we're fine now, huh? Oh. I get to control.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
Okay, there's 3 corpses. Let's have a look.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli.
But this boy.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him.
Shrubs do look
Was he
good,
trying
yeah.
to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Very green. Very good. It is a pretty game, I must confess. It looks good. I've got 17 days of
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Well, let's search it, obviously.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Okay. Is that it? We just got some food? Is this just like a random encounter? It's not random, I guess, but... Is there gonna be anything else? I feel like it'd be easy to miss shit. These different trees and bushes. Beautiful. Oh, what's this?
Nothing.
Alright. Very well. Let's carry on then.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Are we missing something? I feel like we didn't see all we could see. Is there a clue we missed? Oh, we didn't turn the body over.
By Vracus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
They call them daggers. Perhaps you heard of them.
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
Really? I figured it out in like 2 seconds. It's a fucking dagger. It's not narrow, but it's also too small to be a sword. Apparently we have a dumbass dwarf. You ever made a dagger before? What kind of blacksmith is this guy? Alright, well what do we... I feel like we're missing something. Maybe we're not supposed to figure out the whole story. I feel like there's more here, but fuck it.
You scour the area once more.
Oh, for God's sakes. Bury the dead. Sure. Yeah, spear, I guess. Maybe it's a goblin spear.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick, and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Okay, let's go this way. Oh shit, I should have went that way. Or not. To the town. What's this?
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
I think the boy... I mean, they say dwarves, they don't like dwarves. Maybe we should just not go there with them. Yeah. They'll probably scream and run. Let's give the farm a wide berth. Fuck them. I don't like kids.
You
I probably don't like dwarves.
Light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Sneak closer.
You creep through the undergrowth towards the fire, but can't prevent your armor from clattering and small twigs from breaking under every heavy step you take. You curse quietly to yourself, but go on until you can see what's going on.
Dwarves aren't sneaky,
Three broad-shouldered men with axes sit at a campfire, on which 2 rabbits are sizzling. It's only thanks to the fact that the men are joking loudly with one another and not paying attention to their surroundings that they haven't discovered you yet.
Can we kill them? Well, obviously they're not going to be able to sneak up on them. Our sneaking skills are terrible. Let's talk to them.
Once you
they're
reach
going to hate
the
us.
edge of the firelight, you say amicably,
They're going to attack me, aren't they?
My name is...
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
He looks friendly.
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
Put your weapons down, then we can talk. I'm a traveler. When I have nothing against the warm fires of company.
My name is Tungdil. I'm only a traveler who would have nothing against a warm fire and some company.
Yeah, I expected as much.
A groundling wants our company.
We are honest, hard-working men. Why would we have anything to do with groundlings? Be off with you.
The man
I was hoping they'd attack me so I can kill them and loot them,
and
to be
passes
honest.
his tongue over his yellow teeth while keeping you in his sights.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to wield mine.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to use mine.
I want loot, boys.
You threatening us, Grandly?
So there's a fabulous guy in this game. It's a boo-boo stream. Is there? Wouldn't know. Yeah, we're threatening him. I'm a dwarf. I don't use my axe for chopping down trees.
Now consider this. I am a dwarf with an axe, and I don't use my axe for cutting down trees.
The men are visibly unsettled and lower their axes a little.
Bitches. Taunt them.
The next morning, visions of axes, faces full of hate, fists and heavy boots flicker through your befuddled mind. Your first attempt to move fails when pain shoots through every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in your body. It's a long time before you manage to sit up and tend to your wounds in the early sunlight. There's no trace of the woodcutters. They must have thrown you into the undergrowth near the campfire once they were finished with you.
They beat my ass! What the fuck? I didn't even get I thought I was gonna get to fight it. Oh, that's stupid. Well, that was pointless.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Should we just fucking avoid every human? Ugh. Did you play Divine or something around this name? I don't know what you mean. At all. See if we can get across the river.
You call to the nearest fisherman. He looks across at you briefly before turning away and getting back to his work. You're going to have...
Ugh.
You look at the cold, dark water. You once read a legend in a book. You leave the peaceful...
I'm gonna skip some of the dialogue. This woman talks a bit too slow for my taste. It takes
you look
ages.
down on a large village on the
Most of the time,
banks
you could be
the
waiting
river.
for her to finish talking.
Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wood...
Follow the path down the gate, look over the other side. Let's go to the gate.
The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made.
I don't care about their fucking armor status. Jesus. This bitch! The armor looks like it was made by men. It's been polished. This is all irrelevant to me. As you can tell, I'm not...
You have spent the last nights under bushes
lore.
on the hard, cold ground. You are yearning for a good meal and a...
Yeah, yes. I need a bed. A bed and a bang. Fire looks pretty good. He ran from one fire to the next, like an idiot.
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so.
There's a game called Divinity.
They are intended to light up the area in front of the palace.
I played Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. Not all the way through, but I played those. Played those co-op, my friend. That was pretty... Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 are fucking amazing. Amazing games. I never played the original Divinities, though.
Orc skulls?
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind.
Nonsense.
The double gate is made of strong planks. Sturdy, but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Talk to guard.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there!
What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travelers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter.
The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There's certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Piss. Oh. I don't want to sleep out here. Okay, it doesn't make a very stable impression. I could take a look at it. I know something about these things.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Yes,
That's right. I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the High Pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the second-ling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
We lied. But we got in. Sick. Sick boy.
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill.
Achievement for getting a
Now
warm
it
bed.
should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Ooh.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
Okay. Payment?
I've spent almost half an orbit strengthening the gate. How about a bit of compensation?
The council member's face darkens.
We've paid for food and lodgings, and because we're generous, we've also thrown in the bridge toll. Good day, Mr. Dwarf.
Alright, fair enough. Guess we go this way?
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas, as night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree.
Okay. Set up your camp. Ooh, we have options. Put a camp at the old fireplace and try to stay awake. So camp hidden in the crown of the old oak tree. That's the worst that could happen. Set up hidden.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of... You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid... You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness.
I find there's a bit too much description in this game, I think. She described everything in such detail that I don't need. I guess I could skip it, but then I feel like I'm skipping something. Oh shit, we made the right choice.
I am Sintras of Son Balsor. My
Now we're
master,
talking.
Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnox and Bashkog.
Kragnar short tribe will conquer the most land.
Why does he sound like he's talking into a coffee
We will
can?
overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe
Smooth
what you're
skin.
hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle
Very
together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Oh dear. It's pretty cool. So we got some sort of necromancer orc combo. They remind me of the White Walkers a bit. They has like necromancer-y elf guys or whatever the
The
fuck they
night
are.
in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But
Can
as
only
the
hope.
first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Okay. Let's observe the situation a little longer. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Jesus. Oh.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully
They
for
got
any
out of a mute
noise.
button.
But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Okay, let's get out. Got this fucking tree. I want some combat! All I've done is walk around. Look at his name in the fireplace. Well, maybe I'll find something. I could just skip her talking, I guess.
You're overcome by the urge to vomit.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar! In front of you. A grounding. Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Thought you exit leader and tried to escape? Hell no!
You know that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith.
Stupid pleb. We're gonna be saved, watch. The orcs look pretty cool.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Ooh! A real dwarf! Finally!
By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey! That one was mine!
You're just too slow, dear brother.
Too slow? Just wait!
Finally, we've got some interesting dwarves. Oh,
Attack!
it's going.
At once.
Yeah!
I mean,
On my way.
Tungdale's dying.
Huh?
Use the real boys.
I didn't hit you very hard! They put up a fight!
All right.
Die him.
As good as done.
Save him.
It can't end like this.
Ha ha! Shit. Restart as in restart whole game? Autosave. Okay. This game seems framey. Does it? Does it look framey on stream?
Huh? At once. Understood. Fabrakas! End it!
And what now?
Tungdale sucks!
Yes? Attack! Understood. On my way. At once.
Surely you can 1v1 a fucking orc. Yeah?
And again.
There.
Huh?
Just leave him there.
Uh-huh.
Who's next? What is it?
Yes?
Restart your life. You can try.
Yes? Understood.
I mean, doesn't seem to be going super well.
What is it? Oh, what bad luck for you! Quickly, say goodbye forever.
On my way. Understood.
Yo! Hey!
Why is... How are you taking so much damage?
Too easy.
I need help over here. Quickly.
Huh? As good as done.
This fucking... As soon as this pleb goes down, we lose, I think.
Too easy.
Ah, get out of my way!
On my way. At once.
How do I...
Yes.
Can I help him?
All right.
Oh, there's
Say
nothing.
goodbye forever. Quickly. With pleasure.
Understood.
Maybe he comes back up after we kill these.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Huh?
This is guy's a beast.
All right. As good as done. Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure. Yeah.
You're doing
I need
it!
help over here.
Maybe
Quickly.
not.
What is it? All right.
The camera angles it gives me sometimes are
On my way.
ridiculous.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
On my way. With pleasure. Huh?
Well, normal attack, just do nothing.
At once. Yes.
As good as done.
Kill that, kill that.
All right.
There you go.
On my way.
As good as done.
Pavrakas.
Fuck this
Yeah.
pleb.
On my way.
Oh, I thought I was gonna die again.
Pleasure. Yes.
Oh, for God's sakes, more orcs.
With pleasure. Yeah. Huh? Oh, what bad luck for you!
They're hitting me pretty hard.
Yeah.
Understood.
You are
End it.
You're good.
Yes.
On my way. Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Jesus. Another game with the strangest regional British accents.
Oink oink. That's all. No more orcs. Well fought, young friend.
As
Do you
you
have
do.
to be Deal? Well fought, but he fought like a
Bitch.
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabur sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
Okay. This.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindale? Piggy snouts.
The Elfar from Son Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
No. No, we don't.
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
It's a nice town name. Ogre's Death.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
Sure.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the Secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot-Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot-Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot-Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Oh, there's levels. Interesting. Oh, I get to pick skills or something. Okay. Or do I get to pick anything? Did we already have this? So I guess... Wait. I thought we already had Cleave. The main voice actor is also the voice actor of the Skaven priest in Total War. How did you find that out? Did you Google the main voice actor for this game? That's weird. Sure. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Okay. You found. Cool. Spicy. I do love a good talent tree, I must confess. That's why I love loot. Give me loot. I'm all about it. Well, we got a talisman. Do we equip it to someone? But how do we... Oh, I see. Okay, let's put this on him, I guess. No? It's not a thing you equip. Let's put this on this guy. Actually, we should probably put this on this guy. He sucks. Okay. So we can eat provisions at some... He's fucking wounded. Like, how do we... Arnic heals injury during journeys. Available. Okay. We have relationships with our guys. Alright. It's nice to have a fucking cloud right in the middle of the screen. Well, where should I go this time? How about to heaven? Because that's all I could see is the fucking bright lights. Where are we going? This way? What the hell's this shit town they were talking about? There's Mordor. The Parish Lands. Okay. I mean, question marks are interesting. Let's go towards those. Why is there a 9? Or chord. I don't know what any of this shit is. Or chords. Okay, there's Orchords roaming. I see. So if we want to avoid an Orchard, I'm gonna go like this way, maybe. What's this? King's Cavalry. So it's like a real-time map where everything's moving around. Oh, shit. 19. I don't know what any of this means. What's this? They didn't do a good job of explaining the armies. Okay, we'll just fucking go towards it.
You approach Scalebrook through its expansive fields.
Attack the orcs to defend Scalebrook. Sure thing. Sweep so we can sweep the leg. Did I get... I don't even know if I got it. Start fights.
Quick! We have to help those people.
Okay.
Progracus!
Oh, I actually have to use that?
Too easy! And what now? Come here, you! Of course! Yes, yes!
Boom!
Yes? Say goodbye forever! Oh, what bad luck for you!
Zoom in a bit here.
On my way!
More interesting when I can actually see what's going on.
Find somewhere safe to hide. We'll come back for you.
Fuck off!
Yes?
Yeah! I didn't hit you very hard!
Oh, I see. The amount of guys in the villagers defending them. There's friendly fire. I killed a human.
Oh, what bad luck for you! Of course! Pow! Yes, another one bites the dust. I'm with you.
They win?
That's it! They're fleeing! I don't think so. They're just rallying.
And that's what we should do too. Come on.
Okay.
Thank you so much. You saved us.
Not yet. The orcs are rallying. You must join us.
But we can't.
You must. Here they come.
You must. I like how they've already left some pleb over there to die.
And what now?
Charge!
What is it? As good as done.
Oh, it's cool there, okay.
Huh? I didn't hit you very hard.
It's confusing to tell what's going on.
Huh?
Just kill that woman and everyone just stares at me. What the fuck?
Say goodbye forever.
So we gotta be very careful with our AoEs, I guess.
Yeah.
At once. Huh?
Oh, what bad luck for you! I'm with you.
This guy's a beast.
Come here, you. Who's next?
They've done alive.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Did I win? Nope.
Huh? As good as come here, you. On my way. All right. On my
Move, you pleb.
Killed. As good as done. Say goodbye forever. Oh, what
There's a big boy there.
for you?
Boy.
Understood.
Yeah.
Sorry, human.
At once.
Fuck you.
While Boindale still hunts the last of the orcs through the alleyways of the village, you and Boendal are already helping search for survivors. Various villagers, all with a middle-aged man nervously steps from one foot to the other and tries to force a smile.
My father, the village elder, he is dead. I think I must follow in his footsteps, so I thank you in the name of Scalebrook. He left behind some gold as a dowry for my sister. She's also...
We probably killed her.
The man bows his head, produces a leather pouch,
So in a way, it paid
and
for
leads it
itself.
with trembling hands.
If only you'd come earlier.
But before you can reply, the man takes a deep breath and forces himself to look at you.
What am I saying? How ungrateful. Thanks to you.
Yes, yes.
You accept the reward.
I'll take
with
the
a
money,
small
thanks.
We will bury our dead and rebuild.
I mean, there's more orc chords. Just saying. You're all gonna die, but that's not my problem anymore. So yeah, that must... Okay, that wasn't too bad. And we can go, like, way off the fucking beaten path. How do we get to
By the evening
this?
campfire, Boindale rummages around in his rucksack and pulls out a cheese wrapped in a cloth. He sticks a fist-sized piece on a spit and grills it on the fire.
Ah, there's nothing better than grilled cheese at the end of a long day.
The smell it gives off makes you hold your breath.
Oh, it smells like my socks after weeks of marching in my boots.
Oh,
Yeah.
picky, are you? Hardly surprising, considering you were brought up by humans. It's ruined your taste.
Boindale holds the stinky cheese at the end of the stick under your nose.
Eat, and stop complaining.
You pull the warm piece of cheese from the stick. It tastes dreadful. Your fingers will smell of it for the next few days, and probably your mouth will too. You see a camp with a wagon and two people on the edge of the path. Behind them, Black Saddle towers up above a thick, dark forest.
Let's speak to them.
You don't
That
want to
always
give
goes
them
well.
a shock, so you address them while you're still a distance away.
Hello.
The two traders look up and visibly jump when they see you three dwarves.
Ah, hello. Yes, of course.
It doesn't escape your attention that you seem to be causing the traders some uneasiness. But you take up their offer and...
We're only travelers. We're looking for someone who's said to live on Black Saddle. A hermit.
Someone who lives here?
The traders exchange amazed looks.
If they live here, they must be mad.
Normally we wouldn't stop and rest here, but the horses are too exhausted. Our departure from Parista was delayed, and we must have driven them too hard.
Yes, do that. What do they have for sale? They have healing potions. That's probably useful. Provisions. I mean, you can't go wrong with those, right? Just buy them all. Fuck it. How much gold do I have left? 300. It takes 100. Sure, I'll take that. Yours does a bit more damage. Siege deals damage. Sure.
You come from Parista. How are things there?
I know.
No news to
This game has a lot of unnecessary dialogue, I
except for
feel.
Nudin the Knowledge.
You know Nudin the Knowledge Lusty.
But
Lot Yonan introduced him.
Oh, nothing really. Just rumors.
You nod at the trade.
Man, he looks ill.
What does Black Saddle make you feel uneasy? Blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
Later in the night, after eating together and some friendly conversation by the campfire, it's a night in which nothing happens.
Interesting.
After a march through the thick pine forest, Black Saddle, the sinister...
It's like they wanted to narrate everything, and I'm just kind of like... Jesus. I could read faster than this bitch can talk.
Shall not pass! Are you sure there's a fabulous lives here?
Yes, according to Lot Yonan.
Although you try to put a lot of assurance into your voice, you too see no signs that anyone lives here.
No castle, no tunnel, no camp. There's nothing here but mountain.
Then we'll have to take a closer look.
You do that, scholar. We'll be waiting for you.
Oh, good. A long speech about molesting traders. Game seemed fun, but dialogue is a big turn-off for me. I'm starting to agree with that as well. The game itself is cool. I like the world map moving around. I like the combat. Seems pretty good. I just don't like the unnecessary dialogue. There's so much of it. I'm all for like a little bit of, you know, what is the word? little bit of lore, a little bit of bants, etc., etc. But the cheese thing is a prime example. What's the point of that? Should have played the narration while you run around, not
Even
pause
the
it.
dark evergreen forest seems to be afraid of the Black
Yeah.
Mountain.
See, I can't fucking move while any dialogue is going on. That's a huge turnoff. So I can't see shit. Pretty cool though, spooky.
An old tree. Looks like it could fall down at any moment.
Why? Oh, okay. It's like, why is that an option? Why do I care? Apparently I can use it. In this case, it actually has a use. I just hate when you can examine something and then it's completely fucking pointless. It's like, ah, an old tree! And it's just... what's special with this fucking tree? Nothing. At least I don't have to reach that tree. What's this?
Too steep. I can't get a grip anyway.
Try it anyway, you bastard.
I should be able to get up here.
He's gonna fall to his death. Phew.
That was close.
It's kind of an RPG. Yeah, I know, but even RPG...
I hope this is all worth it.
There's only so much. I think the biggest problem is they narrate it. Because otherwise I wouldn't care. Like if someone's reading something out, I'm kind of like, okay. Instead of me reading it, I'll let her read it. But it's like... if I was reading myself, I could just like skim it and be like, okay, skip, skip, skip. Also, I can't just skip, skip, skip because other people are watching me play it, I guess is the problem. Because normally I would be very quick with the dialogue skipping.
Definitely
a rock face. Don't tell me there's nothing up here. I hear like a pig or something.
There's something engraved on it.
You realize with surprise that they are runes in the Dwarven
I
language.
can see it. Forgot you could rotate the camera. How long have I been playing? I could still Steam refund it. Lol. JK. Where are we? How the fuck do I go down? Jesus.
I should have a look around.
Eat my dick, you dwarven cunt. Of course.
Built with the blood of our enemies, be... Huh?
Ah. That's right, Nightbot.
Hello?
Okay. Finally, something interesting.
Master Garen. Lot Yonan sent me to bring some items back to you. My inquiries are almost at an end. That means I can finally go to be with my sunshine. I have never been to Greenglade, but I think I will like it there. I deposited my most valuable things in the grave of Horengarth before my departure and secured it with magic. The password is...
You recognize the following words as rune names, but they're written in the learned language, so you don't know which they are.
Greenglade. Oh, great.
Oh, great indeed. Okay, anything else in here? There's a staircase. Is that it? Leave the secret fortress. Don't tempt me, Frodo! Oh, cool. Staircase you can't even go in. Is that all that was in here? I just had to learn that he's elsewhere. I mean, he deposited all his valuables in a grave, I guess. Is this a grave? There's no grave, it's a tomb. That was exciting. 110 days of food. Alright, back to the foggy shithole we go. Oh, what's this?
So, Scholar,
oh.
What are the results of...
There's an abandoned fortress in the mountain, and I think it belonged to the Thirdling.
Boindale's eyes narrow.
The blasted dwarf killers.
A Thirdling fortress? Here? In the middle of Girdlegard?
The fortress has been long abandoned by the looks of it. Anyway, I can't go to Ogre's death until I've completed my quest.
Huh.
A Thirdling fortress? Here?
And worrying. But they've always been wily.
I've read about it. Laurenbird, their progenitor, rejected the name that...
It helps them defending the East, when they were even more...
The High King. Why do you want to...
All right, then. It's about the choice of the new High King. Gandagar, the King of the Fourthlings, is with his entourage in Ogre's death, and is supposed to ascend the throne.
But our acting High King...
Oh, God.
But what if...
Blah, 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 blah. I'm actually... I can't get into this game. I'm struggling. It's just... Oh. I just want to skip all dialogue at this point. Which I feel like is a waste of time. Alright, well, let's carry on. Where were they going? Ugh. What's this? What is the Thirdling? Fuck knows.
While taking a rest, you see a cart trundling along the road not far away from you. A young couple are sitting on the box seat. The sight reminds you of a long,
Very pretty.
Uh-huh. You were expecting a little...
No, I would say it's more like fluff. Oh.
And what do they do?
In our kingdom, most take care of domestic. It only some of...
Ah, yes. Tell me about dwarf women. Later. Oh.
Ah, so we meet again, dear dwarf.
Oh, just this guy.
You say goodbye.
Fuck off!
The closer you get to Parista, it's domed. You reach the council's palace, but are stopped in front of its gates by a...
The parish land? You mean the barrier? Is there something wrong with it?
The guard shrugs his shoulders.
What?
There's a shop.
Shop.
A small bell rings as you enter.
Okay. You get more provisions. Yeah.
You stroll towards the bookshelf and read some of the type.
Oh, by fracas! Look, dear brother!
It's an interesting selection, Boindale.
Boindale throws his arm around your shoulder and pulls...
Right.
Boindale is walking next to you in...
Yeah, I'm curious.
Won't you have found...
Quite the contrary.
You approach the village.
Yay. Village is being approached. Excellent news.
By Vracus.
The piggies have really shown those pointy ears. We couldn't have done it any better.
Stay alert. I want to find out what happened to Garen.
Okay.
Alfar?
The fire in Boindill's eyes flares up with delight. Green Glade was one of the few places in
Elven. Oh, these are elves.
You have read about the elves and their buildings. This here had always just been a small example of their architectural skill.
Okay. I don't like elves anyway. They're all dead. Can't even lose them. Damn shame. So what do I do? Look at the fire.
The smell of the smoke has accompanied...
I don't need to look at fire. I need to do something constructive with my time. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. Look at the painting. Surely that can't be the fucking answer.
The hand that painted this picture was that of a master. It is composed exclusively in shades of red, but every single little detail is painstakingly and precise.
This picture portrays the village in its state of ruin.
Examining the canvas more closely, you realize that it is actually made of skin, and the red paint seems more than suspicious now.
This is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen.
It's a work of art, you fucking heathen. Okay. So that was it? Hello?
The elf maiden's graceful snow-white face still radiates beauty, in terrible contrast to the rest of her appearance. From the neck down, she is nothing more than a blood-red, damp and glistening skeleton. There are long nails sticking through her thin bones. And where her beauty... In your imagination, you see the Alfar's shadow mare standing around the Lady of Green.
I don't know what else is here. Can I go in? Ah, you can go in.
The body of the man is riddled with arrows and is lying in a small patch of undamaged ground, while a sea of... The robes remind...
Garen had these books. Greetings, Toga. I am glad to hear that you finally wish to confide in Lot Yonan. I have found out something new about the demon. I think they are the key to his destruction.
Sure. Great success. I got a thing.
You destroyed my painting. Now I need fresh blood to paint a new one.
Oh.
Huzzah! This will be fun. We finally get to fight.
I hope your blood doesn't clot too much. It has to be nice and fluid for my fine brushstrokes.
Ha! How do you plan to defeat us, pointy ears?
What are
There are
undead
3 of us.
elves?
Oh, only 3. That makes it easier.
She looks over...
What's happening?
Oh dear.
That's the
perished land.
Impossible. Greenglade is south of the barrier.
I know of nothing else that can resurrect the dead.
Okay. That's interesting. Even the horse voice.
And what now?
I didn't hit you very hard.
What is it?
This guy's getting ruined.
Bowendahl, give me a hand.
Why does this guy die so fast?
I'm
Oh yeah, it's right click to move.
Yes, yes.
How do I use potions?
Of course.
I don't fucking know.
I'm with you. Yes, yes.
Ah, fuck him.
Ow! Another one bites the dust. I'll get you. And again.
It's all about this tank dwarf. Everyone else can suck dick.
Say goodbye forever.
Okay, he doesn't seem to want to do anything.
Hey! Easy. All right. What bad luck for you?
I need help over here, quickly.
I didn't hit you very hard. What is it?
Yes, yes.
Say goodbye forever.
Just bring her ass down.
What is it? Of course.
Damn. Good boy.
Ow! Another one.
I need help over here, quickly.
Huh? As good as done. On my way. With pleasure. Say goodbye forever.
I'm with you.
Oh, what bad luck for you!
I just got all the undead as well.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
Too easy.
Huzzah! What is it?
Yes?
As good as done.
Huh?
Oh, what bad luck for you!
Fabracus!
I didn't hit you very hard.
Huzzah!
Huh?
Why is there a head floating around? It's a bit strange.
Of course!
Uh-huh.
Yeah!
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Nice. Killed them all. Look at all these floating heads.
Dwarves, you protected the glade.
Wait, you're not even dead?
The perished land. The barrier has fallen.
You can feel your stomach cramping.
So this is what it is like to rise from the dead. I feel nothing.
Without even being able to look into her eyes, you recognize the sadness in the elf.
Decapitate the elf maiden.
Your stomach turns.
Do it. Yes.
You've never seen the twins looking so serious. They would pit themselves against...
We must go to Lot Yonan before the Perish Land spreads further. He will know what is to be done. I can't believe it. The barrier has fallen. How could that happen?
Who could tell? Anything could go wrong with all that hocus pocus.
It has held back the Perish Land since the fall of the Fifthlings. Reinforcing the barrier whenever it loses power is the primary duty of the Great Mage. I can't imagine how Nodon or anyone...
You think of the...
It's almost like it's been sabotaged by the fat guy. Very predictable. Okay. Charge, leap. Definitely leap. Cool. It is very Game of Thrones, yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm playing Season 8 of Game of Thrones. Not invested. And I'm gonna stop. I like the combat in this game. I think everything else is kind of eh, personally. Or I'm just not in the mood for it, I don't know, but it's been hard for me to get through it. It's too much fucking dialogue that I have to skip through. I don't want to hear about my stomach grumbling in the fucking narrator voice all the time and stupid shit like that. What's that called? Juxtaposition? Maybe? I don't know what the word is for it. It's just like, ugh. And the dialogue between the characters is kind of eh. I don't know. I probably won't play it again, I'll be honest. So that's been the Dwarves. Yeah. It's got a cool theme. I like the story for a bit, but I just don't have any desire to play through it again anymore. So I'm gonna stop. All right. Goodbye, everyone.